All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Saturn Block Marathon Madness. Um, let's begin. So today we're going to talk about season 4, episode 24, Hump Day Part 1. And then season 2, episode 7, Rain is Coming Down on My Head. Alright, so let's go. So let's go to season 4, episode 24, Hump Day Part 1. So, um, this episode, and it's in the lockdown, the crazy lockdown of 8th grade, at home learning, which is crazy. It's a Wednesday. It's Hump Day. So we start by seeing Hunter. He's getting breakfast. We see his mom and brother. Hunter chit chat with them. They talk for a little bit, and they eat breakfast. And um, then Hunter goes to his room. And the first thing he does is language arts for today because it is Wednesday is the earning day. Um, Remember Monday, Wednesday, Friday were the earning days, and then Tuesday, Thursday were just days off. Um, okay, and then after English arts, then he would do he do he would take a break for a little while, and then he would call Erica on FaceTime, and then they would work on the play algebra assignment with Erica. And then they did a lunch break, so they went to the location, like a park, I believe, to get their lunch outside. And then they go back home and they eat the lunch and just chill out for a little bit, take a break. And then he does choir, I believe, then with his mom, um, real quickly. And then he gets it done, and then he does science. Um, and then he does reading with Miss Warnock. No, reading comes first. He would do reading assignment, and then he would do science, and then he would do geography. Um, so, which had nothing to do with geography, by the way. All the earning, but I talked about that before. Was like music and culture is interesting. But anyway, which I guess it is kind of like geography. Now that you think about music and culture, that's like kind of like different areas. But anyway, now to think about it. But anyway, um, and then after he got all his work done, he took a break for a little bit, and then after that, he had a virtual social group because Wednesdays were always the social group days, and even though they were at home, they still did it. Um, the social group, so he was with Ray and Corden um, and Destin and Logan Walter and all these people. Um, and they just chit chat. They did an activity and they had a good time. And then when the call was done, and then Hunter ended the day, um, the evening day, and went chilled for the rest of the day. And that was it for that episode. Um, Now we're going to talk about season 2, episode 7. Lane is coming down on my head, and I believe this is another random day. I'm gonna pause here and do something real quickly before I get into it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So rain is coming down my head. This is a random day, I believe. Um, so it starts out. Hunter gets breakfast. He goes to the breakfast club. He meets with Erica and all his people. The Barca 2.0. And then he goes to first period, language art with Miss Hendricks. They do their bell work. And then like a lesson, and then they read parts of their book, and then they have like a mini assignment, I believe. And you'll see in the clips. And then he goes to reading with Miss Warnock, and then they have their lesson, and then they read their book, and then they have a mini activity. Pre-algebra with Miss Carnell, um, bell work lesson, um, quick activity. Exit ticket is kind of stressful, but he gets through it. Um, um, and then he goes to lunch, which is the birthday meeting. And um, he eats his own. They chit chat, and they have a good time. Um, and then he goes to Stay Hall, which we don't see. Science from Spiritual Bell work, and then activity, and then they go to choir. They're practicing for their Christmas program more and more. And on the way choir is rainy, so it's a rainy day. He puts his hood on, and he's getting rain on his head. No, he didn't have a jacket on. And he was just getting rain on his head. But guess what? He was staying positive. He was having positive mindset. Even though I'm getting all rained on, it'll be okay. I'll get there. I'll make it through this. Um, and then after choir, he walks out back in the lane into the back to middle school, back into this regular school, and then he goes to KNX Civics with Wild Language, and they have their this lesson with Chaos, and then he goes to Resource to do his project assignment with Erica and Jennifer Kayla. Um, and he gets it done. The bell rings at 3:45. He heads out the door, and that is it for this episode. This is it for this Marathon Madness. I'll see you back here Thursday night for another episode of Satchel Block Marathon Madness. Um, so see you then.